जन्मदिन के शुभ अवसर पर देने बधाई आए हैं। बधाई 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 बधाई। तुम हमारे मात पिता साईं, हम सभी के सब कुछ तुम हो, सब कुछ तुम हो, सब कुछ तुम हो। आन बसो तुम मन में हमारे, करुणा मूर्ति साईं हमारे।
आन बसो तुम मन में हमारे, करुणा मूर्ति साईं हमारे। साई राम 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 साई राम।
सूरज तुमसे चांद की शीतल किरणें तुम्हारी, पूछ के तुमसे सांसें चलती। हे विश्व तारक तुमको बधाई, तुमको बधाई, तुमको बधाई।
साई राम 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 साई राम।
मोह माया के बंधन में उलझे, आन फंसे हम बीच भंवर में। जीवन नैया पार करा दो, प्रेम के सागर तुमको बधाई, तुमको बधाई, तुमको बधाई।
साई राम 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 साई राम।
जीवन का आधार तुम हो, जीवन का अर्थ तुम ही हो, जीवन का सारांश तुम हो। प्रेम स्वरूपा तुमको बधाई, तुमको बधाई, तुमको बधाई।
साई राम 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 साई राम।
मांगे हम बस एक ये वरदान, पाए सदा हम प्यार तुम्हारा। तन मन धन सब चरण तुम्हारे, भक्त वत्सला तुमको बधाई, तुमको बधाई, तुमको बधाई।
साई राम 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 साई।
गणेशाय नमः, सरस्वत्यै नमः, श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्।
आओ आओ गणपति देवा,
My humble pranams at the lotus feet to my beloved Hriday Nivasi, Bhagwan Shat Sai Baba. Good morning and Jai Sai Ram to each and every one of you. What a beautiful way to start the auspicious day by worshipping the divine lotus feet of our beloved Lord. In a few moments we'll begin the Paduka Puja, but before we do so, I'd like to share a small incident which I have been sharing at the center on the last few occasions of Paduka Puja, which I'm sure will give more significance to the worship we are about to offer. Here Bhagwan gives the explanation of the true meaning of Paduka Puja. Once, after Paduka Puja was over, Bhagwan was sitting with some of his students in the interview room, and all the boys had a great opportunity to press Bhagwan's feet. Bhagwan asked the question, "What is Paduka Puja?" One of the boys seated next to him said, "Swami, what we are doing is Paduka Puja." Swami said, No, this is not Paduka Puja." And then someone with a little higher understanding said, "In fact, our tears of gratitude are like toyam, leaf, patram, water, and the phalam, fruit, are all our merits and demerits that we offer at your lotus feet." See, he felt he gave a better understanding of what Paduka Puja is. Bhagwan again said, No, that is also not Paduka Puja." Then Swami went on to say, "True Paduka Puja is when the Lord himself in human form leaves his footprints. To walk in his footprints is truly Paduka Puja." How beautifully yet simply our Lord explains the inner significance of Paduka Puja. So today, as we offer worship to his lotus feet, let us remind ourselves of the true meaning of Paduka Puja, to walk in the footprints of our Lord by making our lives his message. I'll now hand you over to Chirag, who will begin today's Puja proceedings. Om Shri Sai Ram.
Jai Sai Ram, everyone. We will begin today's Paduka Puja with 3 Omkars. भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शांति शांति शांति। जिनके प्रादुर्भाव से सारा विश्व अलौकिक हो रहा है, समस्त जीवन पुलकित हो रहा है, जिनकी दृष्टि से अपार करुणा की वर्षा हो रही है, जिनके चरण कमल की छाँव में संसार के सारे जीवों की मुक्ति का संदेश लिए श्रद्धा और सबूरी पनप रही है, जिनकी कृपा दृष्टि से प्रतिपल सचराचर के जीवों का उद्धार हो रहा है, ऐसे परम दयालु परम कृपालु करुणा के सागर भगवान बाबा के अति निर्मल तेज कमल और दिव्य चरणों में इस दास के सहस्त्र कोटि साष्टांग दंडवत प्रणाम। My humble salutations at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan. Jai Sai Ram to all of you. On behalf of the Leicester Sai Centers, again I have this honor and privilege to be able to act as an instrument for Bhagwan to conduct his own Paduka Puja. and for him to use me as an instrument for his divine master plan. Today we are so fortunate that we have, even if we are at home, we have the divine opportunity to be worshipping Bhagwan's lotus feet. It is said in the Shastras of the Sanatan Dharma that only very noble and pious people who have done a lot of good merit get such divine opportunities. Not everybody gets that. And Swami himself says he's handpicked us for his mission. So here we are, even during the time of this pandemic, where there's so much chaos around the world. Yet again, we are celebrating Bhagwan Baba's birthday, and it is 23rd of November, and we all like to celebrate by starting to worship his lotus feet in the morning. Before I carry on with the Paduka Puja, once again I'd like to thank both the Leicester Science Centers for allowing this Dasa to be able to act as an instrument to conduct this Paduka Puja. And I thank you all for joining in today and taking out time, and even taking out time not only today to worship Swami's lotus feet, but to the time that you took out to gather all the puja items as well. And that is a sadhana in itself. So it is a happy and joyous occasion where we are worshipping Bhagwan's lotus feet. You have to feel that bhava that you're sitting in the mandir of Prashant Nilayam and you are doing this Paduka Puja when Bhagwan himself, like over here, he is seated in our altar with us, giving darshan every moment. Although we have him seated in our altars, remember that Swami always used to say that my home is not Prashanti Nilayam. Sometimes he used to say Prashanti is my office, Vrindavan is my home, and Kodaikanal is my holiday place. But then he used to always say that you need to realize the fact that my actual home is in your heart. It is in your heart, which acts as a lotus, and I sit in there. So he's always with us, as he always quotes, he's with us, around us, above us, below us, in front of us, behind us, everywhere around us. So with that feeling that Bhagwan is always with us, and not only celebrating his birthday today, but also praying for all the people suffering in this pandemic, people who are in the hospital suffering, people who are at home suffering, people who have passed away and attained his lotus feet, even for their souls to rest in peace. Today we pray with the bhava of Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. On his birthday, we pray at his lotus feet that he even gives courage and solace to the family members of people who have passed away, and thus we are praying for the whole world. This is what Bhagwan came for. His mission was Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu, and that is what we are focusing on today whilst conducting this Paduka Puja. So first of all, we will, I'd request everybody that you've been asked to have a bowl. If you can put some water in there and keep a spoon in it. Also take the petals out of one flower and keep them petals next to you. Whenever I ask you to offer petals at the Padukas, you'll always have them ready. So let us do that right now. And as we go along through the procedures of the Paduka Puja, I will give people some time in order to conduct the actual ritual that you're doing. So if you can do that for me now, pour some water in a bowl, put a spoon in it, and take the petals out of one flower and keep it aside. Okay, so when we started the Paduka Puja, we recited 3 Omkars, and Bhagwan always says that is his phone number. As soon as you recite 3 Omkars, he's always with us, seated in the altar of our hearts. An Omkar, as I always do explain, but I will explain everything again. For those of you who have been through my Paduka Pujas, you do know the meanings, but it doesn't matter because I have to reiterate the meanings for anybody who is new today and conducting the Paduka Puja for the first time. So Omkar is the primary form of the Lord, where we say Parabrahma, not Brahma, it is Brahma or Parabrahma, or we call him Paramatma or God, or we call him Bhagwan. That is the most ancient and primary form. It is from the Omkar that everything has evolved according to the Rig Veda. Even Lord Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva are a part and parcel of that Parabrahma, Paramatma, which is the Omkar. Bhagwan resided in the form of sound. Hence we are even going to do Ghant Puja today, because the bell puja. Why are we doing that? Because the bell represents sound, and sound energy is divine energy. Why? Because according to the Rig Veda, Bhagwan resided and still resides in the form of Om as a sound in every atom of this universe. So that is why we chanted Om 3 times. You now have a candle in front of you, like I have lit a candle next to Bhagwan over here. We will worship the Jyoti, and for that you need to take some flower petals in your hand. Why do we do that? I always say there is 3 reasons. One is that Lord Narayana has, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, has 24 avatars. One of the avatars is Agni. So when we light a lamp or a candle or a diya, we are one-to-one doing darshan of Lord Narayana in the form of Agni. That's one. Second is the candle or the ghee lamp. It is giving light to others, although it is burning itself. So we need to learn that in bhakti, even if somebody is saying something bad to you, or your heart is burning and you're feeling really bad, yet it is our duty to give them only light back. Just like the oil lamp or the candle. That is what we get to learn. We can't stoop down to their level. We need to rise above their level, and that is the true nature of a bhakta, a devotee. Third reason is that the oil in the lamp represents negative qualities, and the wick symbolizes the ego. And once you light the lamp of divinity in your heart, just like the oil disappears slowly, the same way our negative qualities from our life disappear, and finally the ego is destroyed as well, just like the wick is destroyed. So that is what we get to learn. So if you take some flower petals in your hand, and we'll offer it next to the lamp or the candle that we've offered at our altar. Shubham karoti kalyanam arogyam dhana sampada shatru buddhi vinashaya deep jyotir namostute rim dipasta devtabhyo namaha sastang dandvat namaskaram samarpayami. Offer it. And now you need to wash your hands. So with your left hand, you can hold the spoon and wash your right hand, and then with you holding the spoon in your right hand, you can wash your left hand. So we will do that now, and only one person needs to do this. The other people can just hold their hand, and everybody's puja is thus accepted. So wash your hands first. Hari Om Asta Prakshalanam Samarpayami. And then we need to do inner purification. So how can you purify your insides? Some people may ask. Well, if you chant the name of the Lord and drink water 3 times, then your inside of the body is also purified. So let us do that now. So if you take some water in your right hand, so take some water with a spoon with your left hand, give it to the right hand. And when I say Namaha, you can drink it. Om Achyutaya Namaha. Second time. Om Anantaya Namaha. Third time. Om Govindaya Namaha. And you need to wash your right hand again. Shri Madhavaya Namaha. Shri Keshavaya Namaha. Iti hastam prakshalayeta. Now let us fold our palms and offer our obeisances to the following deities. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyay Namaha. Om Shri Vedaya Namaha. Om Shri Ved Purushaya Namaha. Om Shri Adi Devtabhyo Namaha. Om Shri Ishta Devtabhyo Namaha. Om Shri Kul Devtabhyo Namaha. Om Shri Sthan Devtabhyo Namaha. Om Shri Mata Pitrabhyam Namaha. Om Shri Sakal Charachar Vyapi Sai Ramaya Namaha. And now we will all chant the Gayatri Mantra together. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We will now offer our salutations to Lord Ganesha, who is known to be the remover of obstacles in any occasion. So today also, before beginning the Paduka Puja, we humbly pray to Lord Ganesha to remove any obstacles that may come in our way. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Gananaam Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavena Mupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspatahana Shrinvannodibhiseda Sadhanam Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham Anekadantam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe Ekadantam Upasmahe. Again carry on folding your palms as we offer salutations to Goddess Saraswati, who is known to be the mother goddess of knowledge, good virtues, intellect, and also music. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vaje Bir Vajinevate Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Now we will offer our salutations to our Guru. Gu actually means andhakar, darkness, and Ru means the one who removes us from it. So Guru is a person who helps us to remove the darkness of ignorance in our life and takes us towards the light of divinity. So Asatyo Mahati Prabhu Parama Sathya tu Laija Uda Andhare thi Prabhu Parama Teje tu Laija Maha Mrityu Mathi Amrita Samipe Nath Lai tu Laija Tuhino Huchu to Tuj Darshana Dan Daija. Which means take me away from the darkness of ignorance to light, take me from the darkness of untruth to the light of truth, take me away from the darkness of death into bliss-giving life, and without you I'm suffering, so O Lord, come and give me darshan. So same way we pray that our Sadguru Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai, whom we are remembering today, may he bless us so that our lives may become his message. Remember that Guru is not a person who wears orange robes and has big locks of hair and has got ashrams in India or wherever and gives you a Guru mantra and does some seva work. You know, that is not a Guru. A Guru can be actually anybody. It could even be a small child. They might say something from which you get transformation, and hey, they just become your Guru. So, like I said, my Guru Narsi Mehta used to always say, Shanti Pamare ene Sant kahiye. Whom can you call a saint? And he replied in one of his bhajans that whenever you talk to that person, you always feel at peace. That person is a saint. So we need to remember this, and whilst remembering such saints, we offer our salutations to them. If you do have a Guru, if you've made somebody your Guru, please remember them at this moment. So you need to keep your palms folded. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So Bhagwan Baba has said that the literal meaning of this is Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva are your Gurus. Your Guru is Brahma. Guru is equivalent to Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. But in Kali Yuga, Bhagwan Baba has said that we have to actually twist that. Instead of saying that Guru is Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, we need to say Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva are our Gurus. In Kali Yuga, that is the best Guru to have. So with that, we carry on And I'm now going to chant the mantra for peace invocation, Shanti mantra. If you do know it, then please do chant it with me. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanor Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And now I'm chanting the mantra for auspiciousness invocation, which is known as Divyata mantra, and that is what I'll chant right now. So again, you need to carry on folding your palms. Om Bhadram Karne Vishnuyama Devaha Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraha Sthirairangaye Stushtvagum Shastanubihe Vyashema Devahitam Yadayo Swasti na Indro Vriddashravaha Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedaha Swasti nastaksho varishtanemi Swasti no Brahaspadir Dadatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now if you can take the bell next to you, we are going to worship the bell. As I said at the beginning of the Paduka Puja, that we are worshipping a bell because the bell represents sound, and sound energy is divine energy, and that is the energy in which Bhagwan resides in every atom of this universe in the form of Omkar. So what we are doing is, you're going to offer a tilakam, a kumkum tilakam. This is the finger that you need to use. You need to dip it in the kumkum, which is the red, some water first, and then the red powder, which is the kumkum, and then apply it to the bell, and some rice grains as well, and flower petals. Let us do that whilst I'm chanting this mantra. And then also, after you've done that, you can ring the bell as well. Jayadvani mantramadas swaha Agamarthantu devanam Gamanarthantu rakshasam Ghantarvam karom yadau Devata havanalanchanam. Okay. Hope you've rang your bell by now. Okay. And then we are going to take some rice grains, and we are going to offer them to the seat that we are seated on. So for those of you who are sitting on chairs, you need to offer it under your chair. For those of you who are sitting on the floor, you can just offer it near where you're sitting. If you're sitting on an asana, for example a pillow or an asan, then you need to put it underneath the pillow or the asan. Okay, let us do that now. So a few rice grains in your right hand. Let us offer it to the seat where we are seated on. Prithvitvaya dhrita loka devitvam vishnuna dhrita Tvancha dharaya mam devi pavitram asanam kuru. Okay. Now if you take the kalash, the copper pot in front of you, take some rice grains, put it in front of you, and put the copper pot on top of it. Now you need to offer 4 tilakams to the copper pot. One like 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 3 o'clock, like that. Don't turn the copper pot, you need to turn your hand. So same way, you dip your second to little finger in the kumkum, which is red powder, and then first you can take some water and then the kumkum, then apply the tilakams and some rice grains. After you've done that, you can fill the water with a little bit of water, very little, only this much. And in the water you can sprinkle some kumkum, which is the red powder, sandalwood, which is the orange powder, and some rice grains and flowers. So 4 tilakams, and inside you have to put the red powder, the orange powder, kumkum and chandan, so sandalwood, and you have to put rice grains and flower petals. Let us do that whilst I chant this mantra. Kalashasya namaha divya gandham dharayami Kalashasya mukhe Vishnu kanthe rudra samashritaah Mule tatra sthito brahma madhye matrigana smrita Kukshotu sagara sarve saptadipa vasundhara Rigvedo atha yajurvedah Samavedo api atharvana. And then you need to take the kalash in your left hand and cover it with your right hand. Let's do that now. Angaishcha sahita sarve kalashambhu samashritaah Ayantu deva pujartham duritakshaya Sarve samudraha charita tirthani jaladanada Gange jayamune chaiva Godavari saraswati Narmade sindhu kaveri Jalesmin sannidhim kuru Om Kalash Pujam Samarpayami. Now you can put the copper pot down and take the water inside it with a spoon, or you can give it from the pot itself to your right hand, and you need to sprinkle the holy water, because after chanting these mantras, the water in the copper pot is no more Leicester water or UK water. It is equivalent to the water of the Ganges and the Yamuna. That is how purified it becomes because of the chanting of the mantras. So we are taking it the water in our right hand and sprinkling it everywhere, on us, on the altar, on the puja items, Swami's Padukas, the lot, everywhere. Let's do that now. Whilst doing this, we will be chanting the Gayatri Mantra, the most powerful and mother of all mantras. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now we are going to worship the conch that we have in front of us. If you do have a conch, worship it as I tell you to do so. If you don't have a conch, you can just fold your palms. So, first of all, fill some of the water from the kalash, the copper pot, into the conch. Very little bit, very, very little. Okay. Again, let's chant the Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And now we will offer 3 tilakams to the shank. So if this is the shank, then you offer one at the top, one at the middle, and one at the bottom. And you offer some rice grains as well. Let's do that now. Start from the bottom of the shank, then middle, then on the top. Brahmane Namaha Janardanaya Namaha Chandrasekharaya Namaha. Okay. Offer some flower petals on the conch as well. And now the water in the shank, the conch that you would put in, take it in your right hand and again sprinkle it everywhere around. Shankham Chandrarka Devatyam Kukshav Varuna Devata Prishthe Prajapati Vidyat Agre Ganga Saraswati Trailokyayani Tirthani Vasudevasya Cha Agyaya Shankhe Tishtanti Viprendra Tasmat Shankham Prapujayet Tvam Pura Sagarotpannaha Vishnuna Vidrita Kare Pujita Sarva Devataistu Panchajanya Namostute. So, by chanting this mantra, this shankham, this conch that you have, is not a normal conch. It becomes the Panchajanya Shank, which is Lord Vishnu's conch that he holds. That is the very conch that Rama blew in the war with Ravana. It is the very conch that Krishna blew in the Mahabharata war against the Kauravas, because they were verily Vishnu. I always say that Lord Vishnu, whatever he holds, there is a name to it. It's not just a discus and a conch and a mace and a lotus. So the discus that he holds is known as Sudarshan Chakra. The mace he holds is known as Kaumodaki. And then the shankham, the conch he holds, is known as Panchajanya. So we will carry on now and we will worship our heart. So because this body is a temple of God and Bhagwan lives in it, in our heart, so we are worshipping it. So all the fingers of the right hand, put it over here where your heart is. Deho Devalaya Prokta Jivo Deva Sanatanaha Tyajet Ajnana Nirmalyam Soham Bhavena Pujayet. Om Atmane Namaha, Om Antaratmane Namaha, Om Paramatmane Namaha, Om Prematmane Namaha, Om Gnanatmane Namaha, Om Hridayatmane Namaha, Om Atma Pujam Samarpayami. Now we need to do some sort of a meditation and pranayam. So let us do pranayam. Why do we do pranayam? Primarily, we do pranayam to focus our energies in one particular place. So right now we need to focus it in our Guru's lotus feet, or Sadguru's lotus feet, which is Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. So we will do the Bhasrika pranayam, that is the easiest pranayam, where you have to breathe in deeply and breathe out fully, as I guide you to do so. So please close your eyes and picture your Ishtadevta in front of you. It could be any form of Bhagwan that you like to worship. It could be your Kul Devi, it could be your Kul Devta, anybody, or Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai himself. And then I'll ask you to breathe in and breathe out. So let's be ready. Let's sit straight with hands in chin mudra, like this, facing ceiling, on our knees. Sit straight, close your eyes, focus on your breath. So breathe in deeply and breathe out fully. Breathe in deeply and breathe out fully. Breathe in deeply and breathe out fully. So now let us pay all attention at the lotus feet of our Guru. Keep your eyes closed and focus. We must invoke the blessings of all masters, saying, may all those who through the grace of the Guru have realized the self by worshipping the holy feet of the Guru, all those who have been, who are now and who are yet to come, protect me and bestow their full grace upon me. Imagine the complete Guru principle in all directions. Now imagine your head touching the divine lotus feet of the Lord. The individual self now joins with the universal self through the feet of the Guru. You are now in harmony with your feelings. Now take a deep breath and let go. Very slowly, gradually, at your own speed, open your eyes and concentrate on this feeling while you proceed with your physical worship. The next procedure is the Mandap Puja, and the Mandap is where the puja is being held. At the moment it is your own homes, so we are worshipping the Mandap. So we have to imagine that Bhagwan's effulgence and his divine light and his auras are covering the whole mandapam, our whole house, our whole home. Whilst I chant this mantra, that is how we need to feel inside us. Ananto jvala kanchanena rachitam tungangarangasthalam shuddha sphatika bhetika virachitaihi stambhaischa hemai shubhai dvaraischa amara ratna rajakachitai shobhavanai mandapai तत्राम्यैरपि चित्रशङ्खध्वलैः प्रभ्राजितं स्वस्तिकैः मुक्ताजालविलम्बमण्डपयुतैः वज्रैश्च शोपानकैः नानारत्नविनिर्मितैश्च कलशैः अद्यन्तशोभावहै माणिक्योज्ज्वलदीप्तदीप्तिखचितं लक्ष्मीनिवासास्पदं ध्यायेत् मण्डपमर्चनेषु सकलेषु एवं विदं साधका. Om Navaratna Khachit Shri Saubhagya Mandapaya Namaha. And now we are going to perform the Dwarpal Puja. This is the puja done to deities of directions. You mentally need to prostrate in all directions starting clockwise. Imagine Swami's energy protecting us. Surrender all negative emotions which are obstacles. So we're starting to bow down mentally clockwise. पूर्वद्वारे द्वार श्रियाय नमः, धात्रे नमः, विधात्रे नमः. दक्षिण द्वारे द्वार श्रियाय नमः, गुह्याय नमः, गणपतये नमः. पश्चिम द्वारे द्वार श्रियाय नमः, नंदीश्वराय नमः, क्षेत्रबालाय नमः. उत्तर द्वारे द्वार श्रियाय नमः, चंडीश्वराय नमः, भृंगीश्वराय नमः. ऊर्ध्व द्वारे द्वार श्रियाय नमः, आकाशाय नमः, अंतरिक्षाय नमः. अटोट द्वारे द्वार श्रियाय नमः, भूम्याय नमः, पातालाय नमः. Now facing east, mentally prostrate to ancestors and parents. Prostrate to the masters of the past, present and future. Thank all the masters who have helped us in our spiritual evolution. Prostrate to our Sadguru, Atma Guru and Sathya Sai Guru and take his blessings. So now the next part of the puja is doing the Pit Puja. Pit Puja means the puja of the pedestal on which your altar is set at the moment. So if you're sitting on a chair, then the table. If you're sitting down, then it is just the where the padukas are there. Underneath there, you can offer the flower petals as I say Namaha each time. So hold some flower petals in your left hand and offer it with your right hand when I say Namaha. So you're offering this next to the padukas on the ground. That is if you have a bajot or something, a wooden pedestal, you can put it on there. Again, if you're sitting on a chair, then you offer it on the table on which the padukas are situated. Okay? So let's do that now. Om Gang Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. Om Adhar Shaktiye Namaha. Om Mul Prakrite Namaha. Om Adi Kurmaya Namaha. Om Anantaya Namaha. Om Achyutaya Namaha. Om Prithavyay Namaha. Om Padmaya Namaha. Om Mahayog Pithatmane Namaha. Om Shri Sathya Sai Ram Parmeshwar Shri Sai Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha. Pit Pujam Samarpayami. Now the next part is the main sankalpam of this Paduka Puja, the main decision of conducting this Paduka Puja on this particular day, of this particular week, of this particular month, of this particular year, with the available resources that we have. That is what we are telling Bhagwan. So you need to take some rice grains in your right hand, on your left hand first, and then you need to sprinkle some water on it, and then you need to cover it with your right hand, and you need to put it on your right lap. So again, I'll say this: you need to take some rice grains in your left hand, sprinkle some water on it, and cover your left hand with your right hand, and put it on your right lap. Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadhanam Dhyayat Sarvavighnopashantaye. Mamopat Samasta Duritakshay Dwara Shri Sathya Sai Ram Parmeshwar Prasad Siddhyartham Shri Sainath Karuna Kataksha Siddhyartham Shri Sainath Padarvind Achanchala Nishkapat Ekagra Sthir Bhakti Siddhyartham Vivek Vairagya Bhakti Gnan Karuna Prem Shraddha Prasad Siddhyartham Samasta Mangala Vaptyartham Shri Sathya Sai Purushottam Prityartham Ardhya Shubhe Dine Shobhane Muhurate Yatha Shakti Dhyanavānādi Shorshopchar Puja Sahitam Shri Sadguru Sai Paduka Pujam Karishye. Offer the rice grains at Bhagwan's Padukas. Now we are worshipping Lord Ganesha, after which we will have a short break. In the break we will listen to a bhajan, and then we will begin the actual part of the Paduka Puja. This was all the pre-ritual prior to the actual Paduka Puja, what we've been doing. So the last part here is we should invoke Lord Ganesha's blessings. And Lord Ganesha, I didn't ask you to have a separate statue or anything like that, because Bhagwan is verily our Lord Sai Ganesha, and he's standing in front of us on our Padukas. So we will worship, and we will offer flower petals as I say Namaha again. I'm chanting different names, 16 different names of Lord Ganesha. When I say Namaha, you as a mark of obeisance, you are offering flower petals at the Padukas. Let us do that now. So whenever I say Namaha, you offer flower petals. You can hold some in your left hand, offer it with your right hand. Do not offer it like this. You have to offer it like this, as if you're feeding a little child. Okay? So let us do that now. Om Sumukhaya Namaha, Om Ekdantaya Namaha, Om Kapilaya Namaha, Om Gajkarnakaya Namaha, Om Lambodharaya Namaha, Om Vikataya Namaha, Om Vignarajaya Namaha, Om Ganadhipaya Namaha, Om Dhumraketave Namaha, Om Ganadakshaya Namaha, Om Bhalchandraya Namaha, Om Gajananaya Namaha, Om Vakradundaya Namaha, Om Shurpakarnaya Namaha, Om Herambhaya Namaha, Om Skanda Purvajaya Namaha. षोडशैतानि नामानि य पठेत् शृणुयादपि विद्यारम्भे विवाहे च प्रवेश निर्गमे तथा संग्रामे सर्वकार्येषु विघ्नतस्य न जायते. Om Shri Mahagणपतये Namaha. Parimala Pushpani Samarpayami. With this, we will go for a short break, and we will offer Swami the Shorshopchar Puja, the 16 items after this bhajan, and we will start by remembering him. So let us enjoy this bhajan, and again focused should always be on Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. Jai Sai Ram.
टूटी हुई तस्वीर बनती है तेरे दरबार में बिगड़ी हुई तकदीर बनती है। तारीफ तेरी निकली है दिल से, आई है लब पे बन के कव्वाली। शिरडी वाले साई बाबा आया है तेरे दर पे सवाली। शिरडी वाले साई बाबा आया है तेरे दर पे सवाली। लब पे दुआएं, आंखों में आंसू, दिल में उम्मीदें, पर झोली खाली। शिरडी वाले साई बाबा आया है तेरे दर पे सवाली। दर पे सवाली आया है दर पे सवाली। ओ बाबा शिरडी वाले साई बाबा आया है तेरे दर पे सवाली। ओ हो 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 मेरे साई देवा तेरे सब नाम लेवा। ओ मेरे साई देवा तेरा सब नाम लेवा। जुदा इंसान सारे सभी तुझको है प्यारे। सुने फरियाद सबकी तुझे है याद सबकी। बड़ा या कोई छोटा नहीं मायूस लौटा। अमीरों का सहारा गरीबों का गुजारा। तेरी रहमत का किस्सा बयां हम सब करें क्या। दो दिन की दुनिया दुनिया है गुलशन। सब फूल काटे तू सबका माली। शिरडी वाले साई बाबा आया है तेरे दर पे सवाली। खुदा की शान तुझ में दिखे भगवान तुझ में। खुदा की शान तुझ में दिखे भगवान तुझ में। तुझे सब मानते हैं तेरा घर जानते हैं। चले आते हैं दौड़े जो खुशकिस्मत है थोड़े। ये हर राही की मंजिल ये हर कश्ती का साहिल। जिसे सबने निकाला उसे तूने संभाला। जिसे सबने निकाला उसे तूने संभाला। तो बिछड़ों को मिलाए बुझे दीपक जलाए। तो बिछड़ों को मिलाए बुझे दीपक जलाए। तो बिछड़ों को मिलाए बुझे दीपक जलाए। ये गम की रातें हैं काली। इनको बना दे ईद और दिवाली। परती वाले साई बाबा आया है तेरे दर पे सवाली। लब पे दुआएं, आंखों में आंसू, दिल
Sai Ram. I hope you all enjoyed basking in the bliss of that bhajan. We will now start Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba's Paduka Pujan Vidhi. This is a Shorshopchar Puja. As I said, we are going to offer 16 different items to the Lord. We will start first of all with Dhyanam. We are remembering Him. For example, if you want to call me to your house, and before you even pick up the phone call, what you did was you remembered me. So before we even call Bhagwan and welcome Him, we first need to offer Dhyanam. We need to remember Him. So fold your palms and remember the Lord. Hridakasha sadabhantam shantam anandarupinam Gnanabhanum aham vande Sadgurum Satya Sainam. Om Paduka Devta Sahit Sadguru Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwaram Dhyayami. And now we are going to welcome him. So what we are going to do is we'll keep our left hand on our heart and our right hand on the Padukas. So Bhagwan is actually going to travel from the seat of our heart on the Padukas in front of us. So let us do that right now. Left hand on your heart, right hand on touching the Padukas. Om Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwar Paduka Devtam Avahyami. Sainath Bhagwan Agacha Agacha Avahito Bhava Sthapito Bhava Sannihito Bhava Suprito Bhava Suprasanno Bhava Varado Bhava Swamim Sarva Jagannatha Yavat Puja Vasanakam Tavatvam Pritibhavena Asyam Padukayam Sannihito Bhava. Swagatam Swagatam Shri Satya Sai Swagatam. You are my Lord, you are my Swami, you are my Baba Antaryami. Come, O my Lord, come to me. Swagatam, Swagatam, Shri Satya Sai Suswagatam. So we thus welcome our beloved Lord in front of us. He is now standing on top of the Padukas, and we are ready and focused to worship His lotus feet. So first of all, the Lord has come to our home. We need to offer Him a seat to be seated. For those of you who have decorated chairs for Him, very well done. He can sit on that. Otherwise, we are offering Him some flower petals as a symbolization of offering Him a seat to be seated on. So let us do that now. Take some flower petals in your hand. Offer it on the Padukas. Om Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha Asanam Samarpayami. Now we need to wash his lotus feet and freshen him up. He's coming all the way from Prashanti Nilayam, but not that far because he resides in our heart as well. Okay, so this is known as Padyam. So again, take a spoon of water, pour it on the Padukas. You can take your Padukas away from the decorated plate on another clean plate, and because now we're going to wash them as well, so that acts as a kind of a bathroom. Okay, so let us place the Padukas on a plain plate, steel plate, and then offer a spoon of water with the bhava of washing his lotus feet. Om Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha Padhyam Samarpayami. You need to do the same thing now, but in this time we are offering Argyam, which means we are making wash his hands. Okay, again it's just a process of making him freshen up. Okay, Om Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha Argyam Samarpayami. Offer the water. Okay, now we are offering him water to drink. So this time you don't have to pour it on the Padukas. You just have to take a spoon of water, keep it near the Padukas. It's for him to drink, and then you can pour it in the plate, not on top of the Padukas. So this is water for him to drink. It's known as Achmanyam. Let us do that now. Om Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha Achmanyam Samarpayami. Pour it in the plate. Now Madhupark. Madhupark is a sort of a beverage we are offering to the Lord. I'd asked you to prepare some milk with honey in it, and that acts as a beverage. Is known as Madhupark, and if you've got it in a glass or a container, offer that next to the Padukas for Bhagwan to drink. you are not pouring it on the Padukas. It's not to wash his feet, it's for him to drink. So offer it next to the Padukas. After I chant the mantra, we can take it and keep it aside for us to take that as prasadam, because the Lord has had it. Okay, so let's do that now. Om Shri Sathya Sai Ram Parmeshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha Madhuparkam Samarpayami. Okay, take that out now and keep it aside. Remember to drink that as prasadam at the end. Okay, you can give it to all your family and friends. Okay, now snanam. So Bhagwan has to have a bath now. So we are just like us. We have a bath with water first. So we will pour some water. Take 3 spoons and pour it. You have to go clockwise. All the liquids need to be poured clockwise on the Padukas. Please pour the liquids on the Padukas. Okay, so we'll start with water first. Om Shri Sathya Sai Ram Parmeshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha Anek Vid Abhishekam Samarpayami. Okay, now we will start with the different liquids. First one is turmeric water. So the container, once it is closed, you need to shake it a little first, then open it and pour the turmeric water and wash Bhagwan's lotus feet. We have plenty of time. These are Ved mantras, so do the Abhishekam very slowly. Why do we wash Bhagwan's feet with turmeric water? Because it acts as a disinfectant. So let us first pour turmeric water. Om Sahasrasirasha Purusha Sahasrakshas Sahasrapat Sabhumim Vishvato Vritva Atyatishtat Dashangulam Purusha Evedagam Sarvam Yadbhutam Yachabhavyam Utamritatvasya Yadannena Tirohati Etavanasya Mahima Ato Jayagascha Purusha Padosya Vishva Bhutani Tripadasya Divi Tripadurdva Udait Purusha Padosyeha Bhavat Punaha Tato Vishvam Vyakramata Sashana Nashane Abhi Tasmaad Virada Jayata Virajo Adipurusha Sajato Atyarichyata Paschad Bhumimato Puraha. Om Shri Sathya Sai Ram Parmeshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha Haridra Churna Abhishekam Samarpayami. The second Abhishekam now is of milk. So why do we offer milk Abhishekam? To purify our inner selves. That is why we are offering milk Abhishekam. So let us do that in the same manner now. Yat Purushena Havisha Deva Yajnamatanvada Vasanto Asya Sidajam Grishma Idma Sharad Davihe Saptasya Sanparidayaha Trisapta Samidakritaha Deva Yadyajnam Tanvanaha Abadnan Purusham Pashum Tayajnam Barhishi Praukshanna Purusham Jatamagrataha. Om Shri Sathya Sai Ram Parmeshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha Kshirabhishekam Samarpayami. Now the third one is dahi, so yogurt. So why do we offer yogurt as an abhishek? To bless us with a clear mind. So if you want to be blessed with a clear mind, offer yogurt abhishekam at Bhagwan's lotus feet. Let us do that now. Tena deva ayajanta sadhyarshayaschaye tasma adyajnat sarvahutaha sambratam prashadhajyam pashogustaguschkreva yavyana aranyan gramyaschaye tasma adyajnat sarvahutaha samrichas samani jagnire chandagam si jagnire tasmaat yajustasmadajayata. Om Shri Sathya Sai Ram Parmeshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha Dadhi Abhishekam Samarpayami. Now the fourth one is Abhishekam with Panchamritam. Panch means 5 and Amrit means nectar. So Panchamrit is a liquid made out of 5 sort of nectars. 5 other liquids, which are there is milk, there is yogurt, there is purified butter, there is sugar candy water, and there is milk, yogurt, sugar candy water, purified butter, and honey. So these are the 5 liquids which mix up to make Panchamrit. Okay, so we are offering that. Again, shake it a little bit and then open it and offer it on the Padukas clockwise. Tasmadashva jayanta ye kecho bhayadataha gavo hajagnire tasmaat तस्मात् जाता अजावयः यत्पुरुषं व्यददुः कदिदा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहु कावूरूपादावुच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यकृतः। ओम श्री सत्य साई राम परमेश्वर पादुका देवताभ्यो नमः। पंचामृत अभिषेकम समर्पयामि. I forgot to tell you why we offer panchamrit as an abhishekam. This is to remove 5 sins, which are unfaithfulness, ingratitude, stealing, misbehavior, and insulting. For Bhagavan to forgive us for these, that is why we offer panchamrit. The fifth liquid that we'll offer is honey, abhishekam with honey. Why do we do that? To bless us with unity and discrimination power. So if you can't discriminate from right and wrong, and we keep making mistakes in this Kali Yuga, then we can always offer honey at Bhagwan's lotus feet and pray that he blesses us with the power to understand what is right and wrong. Very, very important. Swami always talks about being able to discriminate. Okay, so let us do that now. Pour honey over the padukas in the clockwise direction. Uru tadasya yadvaishyaha padbhyagam shudro ajayata chandrama manaso jataha chaksho suryo ajayata mukhadindraschagnischa pranadvayurajayata nabhya ase dhantariksham seshnodyo samavartatat padbhyam bhumirdishastrotraat तथा लोकागम कल्पयन्. ओम श्री सत्य साई राम परमेश्वर पादुका देवताभ्यो नमः. मधु अभिषेकम समर्पयामि. And the 6th one is abhishekam with tender coconut water. I always remind people, whenever you do Paduka Puja, the coconut water that you should use should be from a fresh coconut. It can't be boxed coconut water and the one you get in bottles, because it's not fresh. It's got preservatives and all of that. So please use fresh coconut water. Why do we offer coconut water? This is very interesting, as I always say, because it is to cool our body and endow one with youth. So if you want to look young always, and you don't want to look old, then the best way spiritually is to offer coconut water at Bhagwan's lotus feet. So everybody nowadays wants to look young. So I won't be surprised if there's no coconuts tomorrow in the shops. I know where they all went. Okay? So let us offer coconut water at Bhagwan's lotus feet. Vedaham etam purusham mahantam aditya varnam tamasastu pare sarvani rupani vichitya dhiraha namani krutva bivadanyadaste data purastadya muda jahara shakra pravidvan pradishascha tasraha तमेवं विद्वान् अमृतैः भवति नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः स्थानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकं महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्या सन्ति देवाः. ओम श्री सत्य साई राम परमेश्वर पादुका देवताभ्यो नमः. नारिकेलोदक अभिषेकं समर्पयामि. Now the 7th liquid is abhishekam with fruit juices. Again, this can't be boxed or from a bottle. It needs to be fresh fruit juice. It could be from one fruit, it could be from multiple types of fruits. Doesn't matter, as long as it is fresh fruit juice. So let us offer this. Why do we do that? To fulfill all our desires. Not that we should have any in the highest level of spirituality, but living in Kali Yuga, I think you have good desires. If you have good desires, then that is enough. That is good. Desires to do seva, to help the needy, to go to Prashanti Nilayam, to do darshan of Bhagwan, to hold such lovely occasions. Anything that is based on Sathya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Hinsa. Love, peace, righteousness, truth and non-violence. That is fine. Okay? So, but slowly as your spirituality increases, it is very important to have less baggage. So like Swami says, then the journey becomes easier. What is this baggage? It is desires. Okay? The more we detach from this world, the better it is. Okay, so we are offering abhishekam with fruit juice now, fresh fruit juice, clockwise direction. Adbhya sambhuta prithivyairasa vishvakarmana samavartatade tasya tvashta vidadad drupamede तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् त्वमेवं विद्वान् अमृत इह भवति नान्यपन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते। ओम श्री सत्य साई राम परमेश्वर पादुका देवताभ्यो नमः। अनेक विध फलरसाणि अभिषेकम समर्पयामि। And now the 8th abhishekam is rose water. Why do we do abhishekam with rose water? To ease tension mentally. Today's day and age, very, very important. Rather than focusing on coronavirus and talking about it all the time, and how many people have died and how many people have been affected and all of that, that is all tension. It is just stress. That actually lowers your immunity and you're more likely to get coronavirus. So instead of that, we should have unshakable faith at the lotus feet of the Lord, bharoso dradhain charnan kero, and ease our tension mentally. If you want to do anything physical, offer rose water and wash Bhagwan's lotus feet with rose water to ease your tension. So very good solution, this one. So let us offer rose water abhishekam, again clockwise direction. Tasya dhira parijananti yonim marichinam padamichanti vedasaha yo devebhya atapade yo devanam purohitah purvo yo devebhyo jatah namo ruchaya brahmaye rucham brahmam janayantah deva agre tadabruvanna यस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा संवशे रेष्यते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यौ अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनो व्याप्तम् इष्टं मनीषाणा अमुं मनीषाणा सर्वं मनीषाणा तच्छंयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवे स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शं नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री सत्य साई राम परमेश्वर पादुका देवताभ्यो नमः। सुगंधोदक अभिषेकम समर्पयामि। Now the 9th liquid is abhishekam with vibhuti water. We all remember Swami doing vibhuti abhishekam on Shedi Baba's idol. We know that. I don't like calling it idol. It was Shedi Baba himself. And then Bhasma Bhushitanga Sai Chandrasekhara. He's full of Bhasma on his body with a lovely crescent, moon crescent on his head. And that sort of darshan we have to imagine Bhagavan having. Whilst I chant the Shivapasana mantra, we will offer Vibhuti Abhishekam. Clockwise again. Nidhanapataye namaha, Nidhanapatantikaya namaha, Urdhvaya namaha, Urdhvalingaya namaha, Hiranyaya namaha, Hiranyalingaya namaha, Suvarnaya namaha, Suvarnalingaya namaha, Divyaya namaha, Divyalingaya namaha, Bhavaya namaha, Bhavalingaya namaha, Sharvaya namaha, Sharvalingaya namaha, Shivaya namaha, Shivalingaya namaha, Jwalaya namaha, Jwalalingaya namaha, Atmaya namaha, Atmalingaya namaha, Paramaya namaha, Paramalingaya namaha, Etat somasya suryasya sarvalingagastapayati pani mantram pavitram. Om Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha. Vibhuti Abhishekam Samarpayami. Why do we do Vibhuti Abhishekam? It represents detachment and giving up of desires. That is why we do Abhishekam of Vibhuti water. Now, Abhishekam from the Kalash Tirth. So, I hope you had some water left in the Kalasham, the copper pot. With that you are offering Abhishekam. If not, you can add a bit of water into the copper pot and then again offer it on the Padukas. That's the 10th liquid that we are offering. Kalash Tirtham. Sadyo jatam prabhadyami sadyo jataya vai namo namaha bhave bhave nati bhave bhavasvamam bhavodbhavaya namaha Vamadevaya namo Jyeshtaya namah Shrestaya namo Rudraya namah Kalaya namah Kalavikaranaaya namo Balavikaranaaya namo Balaya namo Balabrahmadanaya namah Sarvabhutadamanaya namo Manonmanaya namaha अघोरेभ्यो तघोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वशर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्र प्रचोदयात् ईशानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपतिर्ब्रह्मणोऽधिपतिर्ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवोम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. Okay, now let us clean the padukas with fresh water, so you can pour, somebody else can pour the water and you can wash the padukas properly, even below as well, and then wipe them and put them back on the tray on which they were there before. Okay, whilst you do this, I'll chant a mantra and then sing a bhajan. Hopefully by the end of the bhajan your padukas will be ready in front of you for further worship. ओम श्री सत्य साई राम परमेश्वर पादुका देवताभ्यो नमः. स्नानांतरम आचमन्यम समर्पयामि. तेरे जन्मदिन में साई तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे, तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे, तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे. तेरे जन्मदिन में साई, तेरी जन्मभूमि में साई, आए बिछड़े बहन भाई, तेरी पूजा करने बाबा, तेरी प्रशांति में आएंगे. तेरे जन्मदिन में साई तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे, तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे, तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे. धन्य है ईश्वराम्बा, मेरे साई को तुमने जन्मा. 23 नवंबर को बाबा तेरे भजन का गान करेंगे. हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू साई रामा, 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 हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू साई रामा. जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय. Okay, so we will now continue with our worship and offer Bhagwan his Janev or his Yagnopavit, which is the white thread. I'd ask you to have a roll of white thread. If you can break some, make it into the circle and offer it on the padukas. ओम श्री सत्य साई राम परमेश्वर पादुका देवताभ्यो नमः. यज्ञोपवितम समर्पयामि. Yagnopavit or the white thread is one of the 16 sanskars of Sanatan Dharma that a person goes through from the time of birth till death. Okay, so the next step is to offer Bhagwan his pitambaram to wear and his robe to wear. On his birthday, Bhagwan usually used to wear white. So let us imagine that Bhagwan, we are offering him his white robe to wear, and then he stands there most majestically in front of us. Okay, so Om Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namah. Vastrartham Akshadam Samarpayami. Now either for the vastram, the clothes, to the symbolization, you can take the red thread and offer a piece at his padukas. Otherwise, if you don't have a red thread, you can take some rice grains and offer them as a symbolization of making Bhagwan wear his clothes. Okay? Right, the next is Abharanam. So if you want to decorate the padukas with any sort of gems or diamonds or necklaces or anything like that, you can offer it whilst I chant this mantra. Om Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha. Abharanani Samarpayami. Okay, and now we are offering sandalwood tilakam at Bhagwan's padukas. So again, the finger next to the little finger, dip it in water, and the sandalwood powder, which is the orange powder, offer tilakam to the first paduka, repeat the procedure, offer tilakam to the second paduka. Okay, do that now please. Om Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwar Paduka Devatabhyo Namaha Gandham Samarpayami. Now you're repeating the same procedure. Wipe your finger now, and now you are repeating the same procedure with the red powder, which is kumkum. So finger, the next to little finger in water, red powder, and then offer tilakam. Repeat on the next paduka, offer tilakam. Om Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwar Paduka Devatabhyo Namaha Kumkumam Samarpayami. Then offer some rice grains on top of where you've applied the tilakam. Om Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwar Paduka Devatabhyo Namaha Akshatan Samarpayami. Then offer some flowers. Om Shri Satya Sai Ram Parameshwar Paduka Devatabhyo Namaha Pushpani Samarpayami Pushpai Pujayami. And now I will read the 108 names of Bhagwan's Padukas. Now when I say Sai Padam, that is when you are supposed to offer rice grains. So we are doing that 108 times. Okay, so you need to be ready. You need to have the padukas next to you, very accessible. And then you're offering the rice grains like this. Just a pinch of rice, as you can see. I'm showing you. Don't offer like this. Make sure you offer like this. Okay, so 108 attributes of the Sai Padukas. It is known as Shri Satya Sai Paduka Ashtotaram. Om Shri Sai Padam Padam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Punya Padam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Pavan Padam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Sharanam Sharanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Papanashanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Mangalkaranam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Dukharanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Dukha Shamanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Bhavabhayaharanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Moksha Pradhanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Rakshakarnam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Sakshatkaram Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Sankataharanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Samshayaharanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Mokshadayakam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Baba Padam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Satya Sarupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Dharmavardhanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Prem Swarupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Premakaram Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Shantidayakam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Abhay Pradhanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Premavtaram Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Sarvashaktam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Maheshwara Rupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Pavan Rupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Abhay Pradayakam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Shakti Pradayakam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Shakti Pradhanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Anandayakam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Ashrita Vatsalam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Lok Bharitam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Lokanatham Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Dinaposhanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Bhakti Pradhanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Mukti Pradayakam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Bhakti Priyakaram Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Gyan Swarupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Sundar Rupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Falapradhanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Kalatitam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Siddharupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Sarvagunatmakam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Apan Nivaranam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Arti Aranam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Shantamurtim Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Sulabha Prasanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Sarojaramyam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Sajjana Priyam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Durita Nivaranam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Mokshaikaram Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Punya Darshanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Mohan Drishyam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Krodha Shamanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Anand Rupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Paramananda Rupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Brahmananda Rupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Shok Vinashakam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Kop Vinashakam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Prem Bharitam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Deva Rupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Devi Rupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Shant Swarupam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Nayan Manoharam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Kirti Pradhanam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Prata Smaranam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Prata Drishyam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Karma Nivaranam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Dharma Samrakshakam Sai Padam. Om Shri Sai Daridra Shamanam Sai Padam. ओम श्री साई नयन पीयूषम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई आरती निवारकम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई आरती विनिवारकम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई अनाथनाथम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई कलुष विदुरकम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई कारुण्यकारकम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई कोमल दृश्यम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई कमनीय दृश्यम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई स्वामी पादम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई सर्वपादम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई सुखकर दृश्यम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई पुण्यफलितम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई फलप्रदानम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई शक्टासुरमर्दनम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई श्यामल कोमलम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई कामित फलितम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई अगणित गुणकरम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई अनुपम रसकरम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई कुमकुम शोभितसम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई संकटमर्दनम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई मंगल कारणम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई मंगल रूपम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई सरोजवर्णम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई वारिज शोभितम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई अल्लाह पादम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई ईश्वर पादम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई येशु पादम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई जोराष्ट्र पादम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई बुद्ध पादम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई नानक पादम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई अभिष्ट प्रदायकम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई शाश्वत सौख्यम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई पुष्प पादम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई कमनीय सुगमम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई कलिमल भंजनम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई कलियुग वरदम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई प्रतिपुरीशम साई पादम। ओम श्री साई पादम साई पादम शाश्वत आनंददायकम पादम साई पादम। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री साई पादुका नामावली संपूर्णम। ओम श्री साई राम परमेश्वर पादुका देवताभ्यो नमः। परिमल पत्र पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। Okay. So now we have come up to a stage where we need to offer dhupam to Bhagwan. So if you've lit an incense stick, then you need to revolve it clockwise and ring your bell as well and offer dhupam. Dashangam gokulopetam sugandham cha manoharam agreya sarvadevanam dhupoyam pratikritamma. Om Shri Sathya Sai Ram Parmeshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha Dhupam Samarpayami. And then Deepam, you just need to be seated where you are. And if you go lamp like that, you need to offer it to Bhagwan. Sajam Trivarti Sanyuktam Vaninam Yojitam Maya Grihanam Mangalam Deepam Trailokyati Mirapaha. Om Shri Sathya Sai Ram Parmeshwar Paduka Devtabhyo Namaha Deepam Darshayami. And then Naivedyam. So if you've got anything to offer to Bhagwan for him to eat, you can offer that right now. I had, I think, asked you to have a fruit ready and some nuts and things like that. So offer it all to Bhagwan for him to eat. And then once you've placed all the items, sprinkle some water on it and chant the Gayatri Mantra with me. Ring your bell as well. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Deva Savitah Prasuva Satyam Tvartena Parishinchami. Amritamastu Amrita Pidan Pastranamase. And now we need to feed him morsel by morsel and close your eyes with your left hand just like that and offer him morsel by morsel. Let us do this symbolization. Om Pranaya Swaha, Om Apanaya Swaha, Om Vyanaya Swaha, Om Udanaya Swaha, Om Samanaya Swaha, Om Brahmane Namaha. Then take a spoon of water and offer it next to the padukas. Don't pour it on the padukas. This is for him to drink in the middle of what he's eating. So just offer the spoon near the padukas and then pour the water in the other plate where all the other water is as well. Nevedyanantaram Achmanyam Samarpayami. Madhya Madhya Amritapanyam Samarpayami. Amrita Pidhanamase. And then let us offer him his food again. Punah Nevedyam Nivedayami. Om Pranaya Swaha, Om Apanaya Swaha, Om Vyanaya Swaha, Om Udanaya Swaha, Om Samanaya Swaha, Om Brahmane Namaha. Brahmarpanam Brahmavir Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaivatena Gantavyam. Brahma Karma Samadhina Ham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashrita Pranapan Samayukta Pachamyannam Chaturvidam. Om Annam Brahma Raso Vishnu Bhokta Devo Maheshwara. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And now take the betel leaf if you've got one. And if you don't have one, you can just offer a clove and some cinnamon and cardamom at his lotus feet as a mouth freshener. If you do have a betel leaf, break the below part and the top part, and then hold it in your left palm. Put a cinnamon and cardamom, then fold it and stick a clove so it's secure, and offer it as tambulam to Bhagwan for him to eat as a mouth freshener. Let us do that now. पूगीफलं समायुक्तं नागवल्लीर्दलैर्युतं कर्पूरचूर्ण संयुक्तं ताम्बूलं प्रतिगृह्यताम्. ओम श्री सत्य साई राम परमेश्वर पादुका देवताभ्यो नमः. ताम्बूलं समर्पयामि. And now we are going to offer arti to Bhagwan. Karpura nirajanam sandarshayami. You can light an incense stick, please. Om Rajadirajaaya Prashaya Sahine Namo Vayam Vai Shravanaya Kurmahe Samen Kaman Kamakamaya Maiham Kameshwaro Vai Shravano Dadato Kuberaya Vai Shravanaya Maharajaya Namaha. Karpura Nirajanam Sandarshayami Sam Sarvatmane Sarva Upachar Pujam Samarpayami. Mangalam Gurudevaya Mangalam Gnanadaine Mangalam Parthivasaya Mangalam Sathya Saine. Om Mangalam Sathya Saine. Om Mangalam Sathya Saine. We will all perform Arti together now. So let us perform Mangal Arti to Bhagwan. Jai Sai Ram. So now we will offer the normal prayer which we do during bhajans. Asato ma sadgamaya. Let us all recite that together. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityur ma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now we're going to offer Pradakshina to Bhagwan. So we need to turn around clockwise. Just where you're standing, you just need to turn around clockwise. Let's do that now, please. Yani kani cha papani janmantara kritani cha Tani tani vinashyante pradikshadayam pade pade. Now you can sit down. Take the arti. And now we are offering Shama Pratna to Bhagwan. We are telling Bhagwan that if we've made any mistakes, then please pardon our mistakes and accept our love. We are also telling him that without you, refuge there is none. And really, we do not know how to welcome you, to worship you, or to bid farewell to you. But whatever we knew, we've tried our best to worship you, Bhagwan. Please accept our love. Mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janardana yad pujitam maya deva paripurnam tathastu me. Puja kale mantra tantra swaravarna ध्यान नियम लोप दोष प्रायश्चितार्थम नमत्रय मंत्र जपम करिष्ये. ओम अच्युताय नमः, ओम अनंताय नमः, ओम गोविंदाय नमः. आवाहनम न जानामि विसर्जनम पूजा विधिम न जानामि क्षमस्व साईश्वर. अपराध सहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर. Now I am offering this pratna for world peace, this mantra for world peace. Om sarvesham swastir bhavantu, Om sarvesham shantir bhavantu, Om sarvesham purnam bhavantu, Om sarvesham mangalam bhavantu, Om sarve bhavantu sukhina sarve santo niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukha bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu, Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu, Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now the next mantra is the dedication towards the Lord. So keep folding your palms. Anyatha sharanam nasti tvameva sharanam mama tasmat karunya bhavena rakshamam partinayaka sarva devata swarupa Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba Parabrahmane Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Sai Ishwarar Arpanamastu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावा करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. साई नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. Satyanarayanaye samarpayami. And the last procedure in the Paduka Puja is to actually drink the water with which we worshipped his Padukas, Bhagwan's Padukas, and again to receive the Lord back into your heart and request him to stay there forever, so that we realize our innate divinity. In other words, we merge in him, and thus we remove ignorance. So let us drink that water as prasadam. Ajnanamulaharanam janma karma nivaranam gnana vairagya siddhyartham guru padodakam pibet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now this brings us to an end to our Paduka Puja. Once again, for all those of you who've taken part in the Paduka Puja today, or just watched the program, and even for gathering all the items and performing all these sadhanas for Bhagwan's birthday, very well done. And it couldn't have been a better morning than this on his birthday, 23rd November, where we start our day by worshipping his lotus feet. So once again, I thank from the bottom of my heart both Leicester Science Centers. I thank everybody profusely for allowing me to act as an instrument through which Bhagwan has conducted this Paduka Puja. And before going, I would also like to thank the technical team, without whose help this whole program would not have been possible. Today, let us all worship Bhagwan in all the 9 forms. Let us do all the Navda Bhakti today on his birthday, and so let us listen to his glory. Let us read his glory. Let us treat him as our friend. Let us treat him as our master. Let us do Nam Smaran of it. Let us do Japam. Let us do Darshan. Let us offer salutations. Let us dedicate our own Atma to him. All these 9 forms, let us go through them today on this auspicious occasion of his birthday. Before ending this Paduka Puja, I'm sure all of you want to sing happy birthday to Bhagwan. So I'll do that, or you can all sing with me from wherever you are. Let us wish Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba a very, very happy birthday. And like he used to always say, you can do all this merrymaking as much as you want, but the day of my birthday is the day when divinity blossoms in your heart. Could it be today? Think about it. Okay, so then it will be his real birthday, the day that divinity blossoms in our heart. So let us all sing wholeheartedly, once the English song and once the Hindi one as well. So with me everyone. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear Swami. Happy birthday to you. बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, आप जियो करोड़ों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Swami. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So with me everybody. Jai Bolo Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba Ji Ki Jai. Now let us all take Vibhuti Prasadam. Paramam Pavitram Baba Vibhutim. Paramam Vichitram Leela Vibhutim. Paramartha Ishtartha Moksha Pradhanam Baba Vibhutim Idamashrayami. Sacred, holy and supreme is Baba's Vibhutim, pouring forth in sacred stream display of Vibhutim. So auspicious is its might, its grant liberation. Baba's Vibhutim Idamashrayami. Baba's Vibhutim, his powers protects me. Namah Parvati Pataye Hara Hara Mahadeva Har. So everything that we've offered to Bhagwan, the food items, you can consume that. The water with which we worshipped his lotus feet, please pour it in your garden or in flowing water. And the padukas, you can keep them back in your altar. The rice grains, you can mix them with in your normal rice pot in the kitchen and have it all as blessed prasadam. And let us enjoy this glorious day of our beloved Bhagwan's birthday. Let us make Leicester in itself Prashanti Nilayam, and more than anything, if you can take up a seva on this divine day, even if it means bringing a smile on someone's face, it is all fine. As long as you do seva, Bhagwan is very, very happy. So with those words, once again thanking you all for your time, and thank you to the Leicester Sai Centers for allowing me to be able to be an instrument for this Paduka Puja. Jai Sai Ram to all of you.
Sai
Jai Sai Ram, everyone. What a beautiful start to this blessed morning we have just had. A huge thank you to Chirag Bhai for conducting the Paduka Puja and to the AV team for all their efforts behind the scenes. And of course, a big thank you to all the devotees at home who have joined us this morning. Join us again tonight at 7:30 p.m. as we continue to celebrate Bhagwan's birthday with a divine discourse, a musical offering by esteemed musicians, a talk by Baba's former student Dr. Ram Subramaniam, and a live cake cutting ceremony. So see you all tonight at 7:30 p.m. on this very YouTube channel. With love to you all, Jai Sai Ram.
thank you